Alright. We'll do the review. It won't be long. I think this is a fantastic game. I gotta admit, like, when I first played this game, I didn't really like it. But I gotta admit to a little bias. Well, hold on. Is the volume a little bit too loud? Let me just turn down the volume a little bit. Just in case it might be overpowering things. We'll turn it back up after the review. Yeah, when I first played this game, I didn't really like it, but that's only because I prefer 3D platformers that are more focused on linear platforming rather than exploration. That doesn't mean I don't like exploration, because I do love Mario 64 and Sunshine. But it's just a preference that I have. So inevitably, I'm going to be comparing this game. Yeah. Hi, Donkey Rider. Yeah, I'm just doing my review right now, and feel free to disagree. This is just my opinion, my reaction. Yeah, inevitably, I'm going to be comparing this game to Crash Bandicoot a lot, and they are similar, but they're different at the same time. Yeah, I do admit that I prefer Crash Bandicoot. I prefer more of a linear platformer, something more focused on the platforming rather than exploration. That's not to say, though, that I don't like exploration, because I absolutely do. And this game does it pretty well. So you have like a couple of things to collect. You got to collect the dragons, the treasure, and some eggs. And really, there was only one time when I felt like I had to kind of grind out for more of these dragons, which we're going to pick up right now. But that's mostly my fault, because I missed a whole bunch of worlds or levels while I was playing. So the game gives you quite a bit of leeway in terms of, you don't have to collect everything. And exploring is really fun. And I think one of the other things that really makes the game charming is the graphics. I mean, the graphics are so cool. I really love the enemy design. It's a really colorful game, and Spyro's is well designed. He's a dragon, so he's cool, and he also has really cool moves. I like the gliding ability. I like his charge attack, and I like the flame attack. I also like how the enemies um, they'll have a vulnerability to one type of attack. So you kind of have to do a little trial and error in order to figure out what they're vulnerable to. But sometimes you can figure it out just by looking at them. Like if they're wearing metal, obviously you have to charge them. In terms of moves, though, I will say that this rolling move, this move is so useless. I never used this. I don't even know exactly why they put this in, because like, why would you ever need to use this? I guess like maybe it can help a little bit with dodging, but I gotta be honest, I never used it before, and I don't really think that I don't really think it's that useful. Um, the other thing is, sometimes there's only one instance where when you need to get a dragon, and I can tell you exactly what level it was. It was treetops in Beastmakers. There's one dragon there that is so ridiculously hard to get. I can't even tell you how unfair it is to get that that dragon. Like, you have to. I don't know how you're able to figure out getting it yourself. I won't go into too much detail because I can't show you guys it right now. But suffice to say, you have to like jump off several ramps and then turn and hit like an island that's out in the middle of nowhere. Um, Even when I knew how to get it, following a walkthrough, it took me many tries to get it. Finally, I was able to get it, but yeah, I don't know how you're able to figure that out on your own. But in all fairness, like I said, you don't need to get all the dragons, so it's not really that big of a deal. Um, I think the music's really great, and I like the voice acting. For an early, I don't know if it's early, but for a PlayStation 1 game, it has great voice acting. I really like the voice for Spyro. He sounds really cute. Um, and his character is just really adorable. And I can see why so many people like his character because identifying with the character you play as is a big part of enjoying a game. And you know, I'll just end by saying that compared to Crash Bandicoot has better graphics, but it's not really a fair comparison to make because Spyro is a much more open game. Like you have like especially for a PS1 game, this is very impressive for PS1 to have like such a large area to explore. So, the fact that the graphics are as good as they are in this game, when you have such a large landscape to explore, um, is very impressive. Whereas with Crash, since it's a linear platformer, it can be more focused and it can have a greater amount of detail um, in the levels that it does present you with. So yeah, naturally Crash Bandicoot is going to have better graphics, but it's not really that much better. Well, I take that back. It is better. But yeah, and I do like Crash Bandicoot more. It's a more challenging game. Um, and I think that's a little bit more rewarding. I think this game is more accessible to a younger gamer, and so it's better for people who aren't as good at video games. Whereas Crash Bandicoot's more for more experienced players. But Spyro's still a really really great game, and that's all I got.